Ari? Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I am completely, soberly fine.
Ari, you're drunk.
No, I'm not.
Ari, you are shit-faced. We have to record right now.
Hey. You look here, Missy. I don't get drunk. I'm a scholar and a gentleman.
Oh my god.
Although, I usually don't fall when I try to stand.
I heard you lost a bet to a guy and he took your chiffon skirt.
Hey. But I make these high heels work.
Ari, you're half naked.
Now you look here, Emma. I told you time and time again. I'm not as thick as you drunk I am. Now hush up and let me drink this 40.
Oh my god, I am still friends with you.
God damn! She kicks like a mule. It's my fact I actually have a bottle of sparkling ice right here. Oh dear God. So, hey, what's up? My name is Ari and I can't voice act.
Let's never do skits
Josh
again.
Freely.
We are never doing skits again, Ari.
But what about the Yuri on Ice review next week?
Oh my god. I can't wait.
Yes, oh my gosh. But, hey, I'm Ari, and I'm a Panic at the Disco. Panic at the Disco. Blah! That was Rush. I am sorry. This is Emma.
Hi. I'm an asshole.
We are both assholes. What are you talking about? So, Emma, I have a question for you.
Yes?
Do you know how long I have been waiting to talk about this show with you?
Oh lord.
Since episode fucking 1 ended, that is how long.
Jesus.
So, we're doing 91 days, and I am excited. I am so excited right now. Oh my god, I've been waiting to talk about this show forever, and it's over, and now we finally can.
Now I feel even worse that, like, this has been delayed for almost a week.
We pushed it back by like a week. We
Yeah.
tried to do it like the same week it ended, but you know, things came up like they usually do, and we're doing this now, and we're going to try our damnedest to keep this under 2 hours.
Yeah.
An hour and a half at the most. R.I.P. the lightning round, because we had a lightning round and now we don't anymore. So, for those of you who are currently going, wait, 91 days to broadcast up? Yes, it does. And here is why. So, Funimation and Crunchyroll finally came out of the goddamn closet and... Wait, no, that's not the right word to use.
Yes, it is.
But I thought Funimation was like a dude, and you know, whatever. So Funimation and Crunchyroll finally came out of the goddamn closet, and they professed their love to each other, and they struck a deal, and they're married now, and fucking, and I don't know what else they're doing. But basically, what is going on there now is that Crunchyroll will have all of these shows in sub, while Funimation will be focusing more on dubs. Along with that, some Funimation shows will be added onto Crunchyroll's library, and some Crunchyroll shows will be added to Funimation's library. So, during the fall 2016 broadcast dubbing season, a few Crunchyroll shows got dubbed, such as off the top of my head, Orange, Mob Psycho, Real Life, Joker Game, don't watch it, and now this one, 91 Days. You can watch it right now in dub on Funimation's website, or you can just go on Crunchyroll, and you probably do want to watch it, because if you didn't read the little warning we had while we were doing the terrible skit, we will be spoiling this show in its entirety. So be warned. And there is also MP3 downloads in the description. So if you would like an MP3 download, they're down there. Put on your phone, take it with you. I don't care. Just use them because they take like an hour to put into the Google Drive. Okay, so
I've learned that one the hard way. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, especially when they're like 2 hours, because usually these are like 2 hours and they are a bitch to edit.
Oh yeah. It's even longer because, like, our usual recordings end up being like 2.5 hours normally.
Yeah.
And I have to send this shit to you. It takes forever.
Tell me about it. Yeah, but we're gonna try and keep this one about 1 hour. Not 1 hour, that's not long enough, but like an hour and a half, under 2 hours, because A, these are a bitch to edit. B, we don't have a lot of time. C, these are a bitch to edit. And D, did I mention how much of a bitch it is to edit these things? Because they take a while. Believe me.
Ari, stop stalling and give the summary.
Okay, so the 91 Days is an original anime from summer 2016 produced by Studio Shuka, whose only works before that was the second season of Durarara, and right after that they did season 5 of Natsume's Book of Friends. So 91 Days is about a young man named Evangelo Lagusta. Yes, I said that right. And on the night of his birthday, he watched his family, father, mother, and little brother, get tragically murdered by the mob. He thankfully escapes into the night, and 7 years later, he has been patiently waiting to try and find out who killed his family so that he can exact his revenge. And thankfully, that comes in the form of a letter containing the names of all the people who were there that night and who had a hand in killing his family. So using his charisma, wits, resources, and bloodlust, he sets out on a journey of revenge and betrayal and all of that stuff as he tries to murder the motherfuckers that murder his family. And this is just such a good show, basically, but we'll get to that soon. But seriously, it's a good show, and you should totally watch it if you're still here and you haven't watched it. But yeah, by the way, so if you do not know anything about the studio that produced this anime, Studio Shuka, basically, this is a new studio that popped up in 2015, and they consist of old Brainspace animators. And these animators left Brainspace because they didn't like the direction the studio was going. Brainspace is a studio with a lot of range, and 1 minute they're producing Baccano, the next they're doing Spice and Wolf, and then they're doing something like 1 Week Friends. So these guys at Shuka, they left Brainspace because they didn't like making basically they wanted to make more action shows, basically, and they did that by leaving Brainspace and opening their own studio. So what's really important about Studio Shuka is that most of these guys here worked on Baccano back in 2007, and they made this anime I believe the reason why they made this anime is to try and fill that void from Baccano, because their first project was the second season of Durarara. The second season of Durarara came out 8 years after Durarara ended. So when it comes to this anime, I truly believe that is them trying to fill the void from Baccano, because Baccano just kind of ended, and then there was Baccano specials, and we want more. These guys want more. The Baccano fans want more, because Baccano is a great show, but it's been 10 years now, and there's no second season in sight. And I heard from Digibro that he asked the producer at an anime con if she was trying to produce a second season of Baccano, and she said that she is trying because she really wants to do it. So until then, I believe that's the reason why 91 Days exists, and why it's trying to do the things that it's doing. Because to be honest, this is the most not anime to have come out in a very long time.
That is very true, because, I did notice it had a lot of similarities to Baccano, but I also noticed it had, no anime tropes. None that are specific to anime.
Yeah, because Baccano was just, this crazy, big, huge show. And there's, all of these characters, immortals. Isaac and Miri are kind of his own thing in his own little corner that we all love. But this show is just straight, it's just straight-faced. Is serious. This is a show about a murderer in a den of murderers. You're rooting for this guy to kill all of these dicks because everybody in this show is an asshole.
It is a murderer murdering murderers.
A murderer murdering
That makes any goddamn sense.
I have no idea. That sounds like a good tongue twister though. We gotta work on that. Getting started, let's just jump right into it. We're gonna start off by talking about the ADR director and the script writer. Now, normally we do not talk about the ADR director and the scriptwriter because of time reasons. We personally do not have a lot of time to record these episodes, and we're trying to condense this episode into less than 2 hours. RIP the lightning round, because we had a lightning round, but we no longer have a lightning round because we can't do a lightning round. So this is just one of those exceptions where we talk about the ADR director / scriptwriter because either A, they are deserving of praise, B, they need to be noted, or C, they need some constructive criticism. This is one of those times where we have to talk about them. So the ADR director is Tyler Walker, and the scriptwriter is J. Michael Tatum. Now, Tyler Walker, some of his former directing credits belong to Black Cat, a lot of Fairy Tale, This Is a Zombie, and Tales of Hysteria, the Cross. I cannot say that. And J. Michael Tatum, he has formerly wrote scripts for The Future Diary, Danganronpa, Free Eternal Female Boner Summer, Attack on Titan, And the best episode of Orange High School Host Club, episode 13, that was the Alice in Wonderland episode, if you were wondering. Love that episode. But most importantly, they both worked on Baccano, with Tyler being the director, and Tatum, although he did not write the script, he voiced everyone's favorite idiot, Isaac. It's alright we talk about Tyler Walker first, right? Because I have more things to say about Tatum than I do Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tyler, thank God you are on this show. That is all I have to say about him. Thank fuck he is working on this show. Because if you look at like this entire cast, honestly, I was really hyped for this series before the dub came out. Because I watched the first 5 episodes of this show back in summer, and then I just kind of stopped, and then Funimation and Crunchyroll hooked up, and you know, they're like, hey, we're giving 91 Days a dub. And I got super excited because of how Baccano this show is. So I was like, oh shit, we're getting a Baccano reunion, aren't we? And we didn't. I'm personally super glad that we didn't. But having these two right here working in front of the mic, this is like the closest thing to Baccano that we're having. And I am so glad they put Tyler at the helm because of his work on Baccano. Because Baccano, I love that show, but I love the dub to that show even more. So if you hear me talk about Baccano a lot in this podcast, I'm sorry, but I love and miss Baccano. So yeah, thank God they got Tyler, because Tyler knows what he's doing here. I mean, in order to prepare for Baccano, he personally took the time to watch a lot of old gangster movies. Like, he watched like The Godfather, Scarface, old mob films and stuff like that. And dub came out fantastic, and this dub came out fantastic. So just thank fucking God Tyler Walker is here. Mm-hmm. Especially on how he worked with Austin, because holy shit, I have some things to say about Austin Tyndall later in this podcast. So yeah, that's my piece. What about yours?
I don't know. Like, I don't really pay attention to those that like are behind the scenes and don't really have a voice in most dubs, but holy shit, was this dub good? Yeah.
This dub was so good. Oh my fucking God. I still don't know which one I love more, this or Yuri on Ice. I don't know. It's gonna be a bitch making my end of the year list again.
Oh my God.
Seriously, I already had a hard enough time writing my end of the year list last year. This year is gonna be a challenge because the fall season has some great dubs. I mean, goddamn, I love the fall broadcast dub season.
I think the best thing to like call this dub is like, it feels so natural in the English dub, partly because of the friggin' stupid ass accents.
That's what I was going to say, because honestly, the dub, alright, I'm gonna keep all my thoughts about the dub for the very ending, and not talk about it here, but yeah, the dub just makes this show feel more alive and real. And Tyler and Michael kind of have like, they've done their part here and they contributed to that, and they have like kind of a big role here. Especially fucking Tatum. Holy shit, dude. Okay, can we move on for Tyler now? Because I really want to talk about Tatum here.
Let's go to Tatum.
Holy fucking shit, J. Michael Tatum, you're writing. Okay, let me just say this. J. Michael Tatum is my favorite voice actor, yes. My favorite scriptwriter? I'm afraid not. Some Tatum scripts I've heard are really good. Like the Attack on Titan script, awesome. He wrote Haruhi in Wonderland, the best episode of Oran, amazing. That was just another great episode for an already phenomenal dub. Let's see, Future Diary, that was a good script. I like that script. Yeah. Free Eternal Summer, we do not talk about the broadcast dub.
We don't.
Honestly, I'm still super sad that I had to cancel the free dub review. Like, I canceled that review a year ago and I'm still crying over it. And Danganronpa, we've all heard things about Danganronpa. We were at the panel. Like, you had a character say what now, huh? But here, oh my God, did I fall in love with the writing of this show in episode 1. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, when I read the cast listing and I saw Tatum's name next to script, I had to kind of tug at my collar a little bit, because, like I said, I believe the man can write. I truly believe that the man can write. I have heard him write good things, But Free just kind of left a sour taste in my mouth, you know?
Yeah, I totally get you, man.
Yeah, but then again, I was like, you know, this is 91 Days. This is gonna be played completely straight. That in, I believe that he knows what he's doing here because he was in Baccano. And then I sat down, I watched this dub, and holy shit, was this writing? Oh my god. So, one thing I want to say about the script does stay fairly faithful to the original, but there were changes, and oh man, did those changes work. I mean, they spoke Italian! It was beautiful!
It was so good!
That and, like I said, there were changes to the dialogue and to some other things, and when I caught those changes, they worked so well. Like, there was like some dialogue exchanges and I was like, that is so much better, that is awesome. Like, one change that kind of stood out to me and I just kind of like, I had to stand up and cheer for it. I was like, fuck yes, let's fucking do this, was in episode 11 when they were in the playhouse and the guards were talking to one another and they were like, yeah, sure, we could take a break. And one of these guards were like, man, that's some patience they have there. I would go crazy standing around like a cigar store Indian for 3 hours. I watched that, and I heard that, and I said, there is no goddamn way that was in the Japanese. And as soon as I finished that episode, I hauled my ass over to Crunchyroll, I looked it up, and sure enough, that was written in. And I know that line is going to go over so many people's heads, but that is cultural. That is relevant to the area. And I heard that and I was like, holy shit! J. Michael Tatum did a thing! A great thing, an awesome thing, an amazing thing, and I loved it! Ah! So yeah, can you tell that I really loved the writing to this show? Because the writing to this show was awesome.
Considering like a lot of the characters are really witty and sarcastic, you needed a good writer for this dub, and they pulled it off so well.
Here's the thing about Tatum's writing. Tatum's writing can be rather jokey, rather memey. Like I said, I watched the Free Eternal Summer broadcast dub, and I haven't seen Steins Gate, but I heard that his style of writing really worked in the Steins Gate dub. Here, it's completely straight, and I loved it. I loved every single moment of it. Like I said, I kind of like the guy's scripts. I do believe that he can write, yet sometimes he can kind of get on my bad side. I'm just gonna put it like that. But here, this is the best goddamn Tatum script I have heard ever. Cause oh man, this just added so much believability to this show. Like the voice acting, yeah, the voice acting is there. The voice acting is fine and good, and we'll get to it. But oh man, behind every good voice actor is a good director and a good scriptwriter, and that's what these guys are. So yeah, I fucking love them. Thank God. Thank fucking God.
I think that Tatum does his best as far as script writing when he actually is given room to like make sarcastic comments and jokes with the characters.
But like sometimes he needs to be kind of reeled in.
Yes, sometimes he needs to be reeled in, but like Free wasn't really the show to like have a bunch of like witty like lines.
No, definitely not. I mean, like Assassination Classroom, I had my problems with the writing in that show, but then again, I love that dub so much that I never want to watch it in Japanese.
Exactly.
Yeah, like some moments in Assassination Classroom, I just kind of wanted to just go, what the fuck, Tatum? But at the same time, I was like, wait, okay, I see what you're doing here, because I noticed that he does pay attention to detail, and some of the dialogue for these characters, I was just kind of like, okay, that doesn't work. But at the same time, that does work. Because like I said, he pays attention to detail, and he knows what he's doing. I do truly believe that he knows what he's doing, and he's having fun doing it. But sometimes it's just kind of like, sometimes you need to sacrifice a little bit of believability in order to make a good product. And here you don't have to sacrifice anything, but elsewhere you kind of do.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like, I'm sorry, I'm loopy right now.
You and me both. You want to move on to the voice actor?
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, so the first voice actor we have here is Corrado, voiced by Drew Wald. And Corrado is basically kind of the spineless little monkey-looking guy that was friends with Corteo, and he worked in the speakeasy, and he sold that guy's body on the black market.
Jesus Christ.
So Drew Wald he only has like 3 roles, and that is, he's a guy in Freezing, he's a guy in Big Wind-Up, he's a guy in Claymore.
That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
That is all that is here. That is it. Correct me if I'm wrong, please.
I really don't know, because my handy dandy source behind the voice actors does not have a page for 91 Days
It's alright,
yet.
I already have like a bunch of roles.
So I can't like double confirm any shit from you.
It's alright. I was on behind the voice actors as well, so it's alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so with Corrado, here's the thing about this character. This character is so spineless.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is a fucking coward.
He really is.
You sell a guy's body on the black market, you get confronted and you're just like, oh shit, I need to get out of the town. You don't stop the guy who was wrecking your friend's kitchen with a baseball bat, and all in the end, you break down crying in the car.
Yep. Classy.
Like, I don't know if I should call you a dick, but like, you're not like Corteo. You're not like the Vanettis or the Orcos. You're just like somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, you're just kind of like a kid caught in the crossfire, really.
That really is. No, Corteo. I was gonna laugh, but at the same time, I also hurt myself.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck you, episode 10! So, with Drew's performance, Drew plays him like the coward that he is. Like, I believe that this guy is a fucking coward.
Mm-hmm.
And this is coming from someone who only saw like 5 episodes at first.
Yeah, I saw like 6, and then like the 7th episode wouldn't work on the site I was watching it on, if I remember correctly. But like, Jesus Christ, this kid is so spineless.
Yeah, like how old is this guy? Seriously.
I know.
Holy shit. Oh man, I wish I knew. But the moment that I really remember from him is in episode 12, where he was crying over Corteo in the car. And he was just like calling Angelo out of all of his bullshit. And I was like, you just got a little bit of redemption right there, because you are right. You are totally right. I mean, like, Corteo did as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't get to live long. He was in the moment where he's just like crying in the car, and he's just like sniveling, and he's just like, don't you feel anything? Like, you're just gonna like sit here and your friend is dead?
Yeah.
You're an ass. You're a dick. He didn't deserve any of this.
He did not deserve anything, okay?
And then it's just like, and then I'm just like sitting here watching it, and I'm just like, man.
Like you've heard of Kaneki did nothing wrong. Corteo did nothing fucking wrong.
Corteo did nothing fucking wrong. Fuck you. Fuck this show. Oh man, I want to touch upon Corteo when we get to him. But yeah, that's what I remember from him the most. Like, this character is a coward. He's spineless. But episode 12 just kind of redeemed him a bit, and Drew played him well.
Yeah.
Really not much to say here, because he's just such a small character.
Mm-hmm.
So, you ready to move on?
Yes.
Okay, so the next two at one. We have Ronaldo and Theo, and now that I'm looking at it, they could have gone in the now dead lightning round, because we only saw them for what, 2 episodes?
Yeah, thereabouts.
We saw the wedding, and then we saw what was that? Screw it, I'm just gonna say death. We saw the wedding and we saw the death scene.
Yeah, when he got fucking killed.
Yeah, that was like so out of nowhere. I was like, holy shit.
I'm like, okay.
That just happened.
I'm just glad Theo made it out okay, because she was pregnant. Like,
yeah, but like, she was also abused.
she was also abused, but she was pregnant, so I'm glad she was okay in the end.
Yeah, but it's just like, holy shit, you shot him, not Angelo, or Evangelo, or however you want to call him. He has like 2 names!
Avelio and Angelo.
Fuck my life! Fuck me! I'm gonna call him Angelo for the rest of this episode. Fuck it. Okay. But yeah, it's just like, holy shit, you killed him!
Yeah, like,
not this guy! You did! You just got a gun and you just shot him!
yeah, like, I was trying to work on some school stuff when I was watching the show, and I hear the gunshot go off, and like, wait, what? Who burst in? Oh wait, it was you? Fuck!
Sorry. It's true, because it's just like, oh my god, because like, here's the thing. Okay, let's just like quickly introduce a voice actor. So Ronaldo is voiced by Dave Trisco, and Theo is voiced by Aleph Moore. Dave has formerly voiced Itoria. I don't know how to say this character's name. It's Snowy with the red hair too. He's in Assassination Classroom. He's in I don't know. Please, he's John in Darker Than Black. Spain and Hetalia. That was like one role I was like trying to find. He is Spain and Hetalia. Dennis and Diamond Dollar. Ooh, I heard some bad things about that one. I'm kind of excited to watch it. And he's Gurren. It's Seraph of the End. And how do you say this name? Saku in Orange. I don't care. I don't want to watch that show. Alex has voiced Sarah in Absolute Duo, Flair in Fairy Tail and in Fairy Tail 2014. Rin, she's Rin and Keijo. Holy shit, I am looking forward to that episode. Because we're doing Keijo soon, not me and you, but somebody else. Yeah. Mitsuba and Seraph of the End. Misa and Red Data Girl. So yeah, what were we talking about before we oh yeah, so like Theo, dear God, Theo, I feel bad for the poor girl because she didn't marry Ronaldo out of love. She married out of politics. Because Ronaldo is the nephew of the mob boss who runs the Chicago area, the Galacias, and during the wedding all we hear and see from Theo's family is, why did she do this? He's such an asshole. He doesn't deserve her. He's so slimy and stuff. But Theo looks happy. Yet at the same time, you can see like Ronaldo is kind of a playboy. And then you see him again, and then it's just like, oh yeah, they're right, because you see the look on her face and the look of sheer terror that she gets when Ronaldo brings up the baby, and it's just like, oh my God, he broke her. Honestly, the one complaint I have about these two characters is that we didn't get to see more of them, because I would actually kind of, alright, I'm gonna sound like an asshole here, so don't take it out of context, but I would actually kind of see this cycle of abuse that Theo went through, just so like I can actually tell what these characters are going through and how much of an asshole this guy is. I mean, I already know that he's an asshole, but at the same time, I want to see how much of an asshole.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say the same thing, but also I want to point out like the last couple lines from Ronaldo when he gets shot by Theo. It kind of has the like a I can't believe you've done this kind of vibe to it. Like that's all I was thinking of when he was just like, oh my God, you bitch.
He's just like falling to the floor and he's just like, fuck you. But like these two were basically Lud Russo and his wife, but his wife actually has some balls. But like, it isn't like, oh baby, oh darling, oh honey, I can't wait to kill you. It's just like, ooh, I can't wait to raise this baby. Fuck you, you cunt, how could you kill me?
He said it with like such disinterest. It made me laugh so much.
We are terrible fucking people.
Like, I'm not gonna say it was a bad delivery because it was probably like, you know, he was bleeding out. He couldn't exactly scream all that much, but still.
Is it like a death parade?
It was so freaking funny.
I know. It's just, but at the same time, it's kind of funny. It was like shocking because Theo's the one who pulled the trigger.
I was shocked through that entire scene, and then like he went through those lines, and I was just like,
fuck. Like, I should take this seriously, but at the same time, I'm kind of hard. I mean, like, it was a good performance on Dave's half, because when we first see Ronaldo, it's just like, yeah, you're a cunt. You're a sleazebag and a slime ball, and I don't like you, sir. No. But, then we get, like, his death scene, and it's just, like, I do feel like he had a little bit of trouble acting it out, but at the same time, he was dying.
Yeah.
And he was dying until he was dead, and I believe that he was dying until he was dead. So like, I don't know if they're gonna like clean it up or if they're gonna keep it in with the Blu-rays.
Yeah,
but
like I believed that it didn't sound like he was just like disinterested in his lines. He just sounded weak. But
he was bleeding out.
Exactly. So I'm not going to say that it was a bad delivery, but it was still a very funny delivery.
Yeah, it was like with Death Parade and Trina's performance in episode 1 at the end.
Exactly.
Like, it was a little awkward, but it sounded intentionally awkward. So yeah, but with Theo, however, I really liked Alex, even though we only got to hear like 15 lines from her.
Yeah, I liked her too.
And when we first see her, she only says like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, I like that. I like that voice," because I'm not sure how to describe this type of voice, but she had the accent, one, but at the same time she just kind of sounded like a young, innocent, concerned girl. And then we get to like the whole domestic abuse part, and she didn't sound the best. Not like Alex, like her performance wasn't the best. I mean, Theo wasn't. Yeah. I wonder how many Tumblr SJWs we just pissed off with us talking about. Out of context, all of that would have sounded horrible.
It would have.
Oh dear Lord, you want to move on before we get into even more trouble?
Like I'll rant about that shit whenever we do like the shipping video. But whatever.
Oh.
Moving on.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing that soon. Just not too soon because I have shit to do. So the next one we have is Fronte Vanetti, voiced by Justin Briner. I don't know how to say your last name, sir. I'm sorry. So Justin, previously he voiced Izuku in My Hero Academia, Warwick in Gangsta, Yoichi in Drifters, Nico in Ambaka, Best Boy, and Michaela in Seraph of the End. And Fronte is basically Nero's little brother who he wants to please his father in a way, and how he does that is basically by kissing ass. Because when we see this character, when we first see him, he's just like, we need to work with the Galacias. We do what they tell us to do, and they protect us from the Orcos. And I'm like, you, sir, are not gonna be a good mob boss, are you? Yeah, he's a little spineless, and he's a little kiss ass-ish. I don't know how you say it.
Paranoid than spineless. Like he
he
isn't
is
necessarily
more
cowardly, but he worries about everything.
No, he's more stressed out. And like the reason why I say spineless is because like the decisions that he makes are kind of, no sir, I kind of don't agree with you with that. I'm not a mob boss or anything, but I would say that is not a good move. And he also gets shot by his brother.
And he also did all this shit not for the second I got that, like, I didn't want his love, I wanted his respect. Like, you piece of shit.
Yeah, but like that's not how you earn respect.
I know that was
not
my
from your mob boss father.
That was my facepalm moment for this character. Just
yeah, like
really, you
like,
fucking,
that is not how you get it.
Like, you're a fucking dumbass. Oh, now you're dead.
Yeah, he's like the younger of the brothers, and
he's still like an adult.
Yeah, and the final moments we see him, he's just, when we first see him, he's all calm, cool, collected, what up, I'm gonna be the new mob boss. But then later, we kind of see him and he's stressed out, he has dark circles under his eyes, he's been drinking, and then he gets shot by Nero.
Yep. I'm on the wiki just so I can keep up with the characters we're doing. All of the freaking comments under Frate is just, oh, poor child, precious bean, why did he have to die? Like, no,
put that shit on Corteo's
This guy's dumbass.
This guy is so dumb.
Now let's see if there's any of those under Corteo.
Yeah, but like, you look at the Corteo comments. So Justin, can I just say really quick how much I love Justin? Especially this season, because I love him in Ambaka, I love him in Drifters, and I really liked him in this show because, like I said at the beginning, he's all, what up, I'm gonna be the new mob boss, check it out, I'm gonna sell off my sister to this asshole so that we could get protection from these assholes. And then, like, in the beginning, he's just like kind of this naive, he has like kind of this naive kid kind of take a little bit, but at the same time, he's a very paranoid and concerned naive kid. And then later, when his character changes and he's all stressed out and he's been drinking, like, that was he kind of has like this shift, you know, to play the paranoid kid, especially when he's like yelling at his brother and then he's like, do it, kill me, and then he gets shot.
Yeah, he gets shot.
Are you looking at the Corteo comments? Seriously, I cannot wait to hear that.
I'm looking, it's not loading.
Oh my god, why? So, what do you have to say about it?
Oh my god. This motherfucker.
He is not a good character.
He is not.
Well, he is a good character, but he's not a good person.
He's a good character, but I think that, like, his motive for doing all this just kind of made me drop him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get us wrong. He is a kid. Like, he is the youngest, and he has a lot to learn. By the way, that's like another thing I forgot about Justin. Justin does have the youngest sounding voice, but this is one of the younger characters, and that's, you know, that's good. Good job. But at the same time, this kid just has no idea what he's doing.
He's so fucking clueless.
And Justin plays him so straight. Justin plays him like, oh yeah, I know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm so stupid at get codes and stuff. Oh man, I am loving Lucky Star right now. Like, how did I not watch this? How did I not like this show in the beginning?
Like, I have liked Lucky Star since I was 12. Jesus Christ. And I like it even more because now I get all the Black Butler references. There were Black Butler references.
I caught the Haruhi references, I caught the Sergeant Frog references, I caught the Full Metal Panic references. Where the fuck was there a Black Butler reference? I forget, it was like one
of the male students was like asking to be your butler, like, well then if you want to be my butler, your name has to be Sebastian.
Wait, what? When did the Black Butler manga come out?
Oh my god. I have to find the scene for you and send it to you.
Cause Lucky Star came out in 2007. Black Butler's manga came out in 2000 something. Wait, hold on. I'm just like trying to put the math here. The manga started in 2006. Lucky Star got its anime in 2000. No, Black Butler's manga started in 2006. Okay, you got me fucked up here.
Even if it wasn't intentional, I swear to God there's a reference.
The manga started in 2003, Lucky Star's manga. Black Butler's manga started in 2006. But Black Butler didn't get an anime until 2008. Wait, what? No, I don't know anymore.
We have to go with this review, Ari.
Yeah, okay, so the next two... God damn it, you got me lost!
I'll find you the video and send it to you, I swear.
Okay, so, moving on to the Dons. The bad guys. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Why did I say it like that? I really should not be hosting this shit anymore. But it's my YouTube channel, god damn it. So, Don Orko is voiced by R. Bruce Elliott, and Don Vanetti is voiced by Jeremy Schwartz. R. Bruce Elliott has previously voiced Tanaka in Black Butler, Newgate in One Piece, the narrator in both Space Dandy and Sergeant Frog, and Hannibal in Drifters. As for Jeremy, he has voiced Z in One Piece film Z, Julian and I don't know how to say that character's name. I'm sorry. And Space Dandy 2, and Oculus and Death Parade. So which one do you want to go over first?
I don't know. Let's go over Don Vanetti.
Don Vanetti is best Don? Fight me, bitch. Because, okay, Don Orko, here's the thing. Don Orko is just kind of like this grumpy old man. Meanwhile, Don Vanetti is just a badass. Yeah. He has the most badass look and the most badass voice. Meanwhile, you have like Don Vanetti who's just here like, you put too much sauce in the lasagna! No, that wasn't. You put too much butter in the sauce! Yeah, too much butter in the sauce. I was like, wait, did I say that right? No, I didn't. So, with Jeremy, like I said, Jeremy plays like the better Don because this Don, he's like big and he's scary and he has like the cool design, but he's also dying and on his deathbed and he's an old man. Not to mention, he's an old man, but he's a scary old man. Like, I would not want to cross this guy, not one bit. So yeah, I really liked his performance because, like I said, he plays a big, scary old man. He's deep enough, he's gruff enough, he has the intimidating voice, but at the same time, he's dying.
Yeah.
At the same time, he's kind of like Tesla. If I could go back in time and save you, my friend.
He has such a perfect mix of, like, really intimidating, and yet you feel sympathy for him because he's fucking dying.
Yeah, but, like, he also regrets killing Tesla. Just like, yeah, you better regret killing Italian J. Michael Tatum. Like, you bitch. See, this is why Angelo is on your ass, motherfucker. And on Don Orko, my thoughts is, you know, Don Orko is the lesser Don because he's just like this angry old balding man who gets cooked as a lasagna. He's just this old guy obsessed with lasagna. He's basically the old man version of Garfield. Yeah, he's the, like, Bruce is the opposite of Jeremy, and that's good. I mean, he isn't as big and scary and intimidating, but at the same time, he plays a Don, and he plays him well. So I liked it. It's just like he's just an angry old man, and I'm just like, this is Tanaka. Tanaka's a badass old man. Like you go from playing a badass old man to just this angry old man.
Tanaka as a Don would be so fucking funny.
And then he fucking dies.
Yep, and then he dies.
He gets cooked as a lasagna. That was one of the best moments in this show. Like Orca lasagna. Holy shit!
He becomes one with the lasagna.
Holy shit!
I think the funnier thing is that everyone thought it was delicious. Like
exactly, and then they like see the two.
Like they could have had like everyone be grossed out. Like, oh, what is in this? Like.
No. You wanna know what the funniest part is? When we find out that was Orca lasagna, and then in the basement all the guys are eating, and they're like, man, I would love to have some of that lasagna the fat cats are eating, and I'm like, no, you don't want it! Don't do it! Bitch, no!
I think the fact that they loved it was even funnier, because by all accounts it should have been pretty gross, at least a little bit, because you know there was a fucking tooth in there.
I personally think the follow-up was like, oh my god, you do not want the lasagna. Don't eat the lasagna.
The first time I saw that scene, I thought they actually knew what happened, and I was just like, wait, no.
No, they cut the lasagna. They cut the lasagna. I was like, Frate, how did you do that? Wasn't there a finger in that lasagna?
Yeah, was there just like, I thought there was like a solid finger in there. I don't remember.
No, there was like
there was a tooth.
I bet you he mixed blood in that sauce.
Oh, yeah, that was probably it.
No, like, here's your butter. He just, like, pours blood into the sauce.
Oh my god, Fongo, you crazy bitch.
Oh my god, Fongo was great. So,
we'll get to him later,
man. Yes, okay. You ready to move on? Okay. Let's move on to Barbaro, I don't know. I am falling asleep. I am slowly falling asleep. Can you
like
tell?
Barbicho. Hey.
Cool.
This is our worst review yet. Holy shit.
We just can't wait. We're trying to get this done in an hour. Fuck this. Hey, at least it isn't like Death Parade, where there's just multiple headphone warnings, or Tokyo Ghoul, where it's just like, talk about this character, get sidetracked, talk about dicks, get back on track, talk about this character, get sidetracked, talk about dicks, get back on track. That was the Tokyo Ghoul review. That was
and that's also going to be a very nice review.
But son of a fuck.
Talk about dicks, get sidetracked again.
Well, when you think about it, we've been talking about dicks this entire episode because everyone in this show is one.
Exactly.
That was a fucking terrible joke. I would not be surprised if somebody just said, "Yep, nope, not listening to this shit anymore."
I am unsubscribed from you.
I only have 135 subscribers. You think I give a damn? So, Barbaro is voiced by Aaron Roberts, who formerly voiced Howard and the Great Man Samuel in Fairy Tail, that one role that we will never talk about in First Love Monster, Michael in High School DxD, Memoru in Kami-sama Kiss, and Sunny in Toriko. So, is it alright if I just started here? Okay, so, here's the thing about Aaron Roberts. Sometimes Aaron Roberts can sound like J. Michael Tatum. And with this role, he does sound like J. Michael Tatum. He really does. But at the same time, I kind of can't shake off the feeling that he's trying to do his best J. Michael Tatum impression.
Yeah.
Is that just me?
I think I know where you're coming from. Like, he's trying way too... Like, J. Michael Tatum would have worked for this role. No, but like, he's just trying to, like, capture it.
Well, kind of. That's kind of what I'm saying, but like I said, this guy can sometimes unintentionally sound like J. Michael Tatum, yet here... I feel like he's A, using that to the best of his ability, but also B, trying to do his best impersonation. And sometimes it gets on my nerves, because sometimes I see shows, and I'm like, if you're going to try and act like this guy, why not get this guy? I mean, like, you had him right here. He couldn't have been that busy. Here's, like, I like it. I really do. I'm not going to fault him for it, because I really do like this role, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, I just can't shake out the feeling that he's trying to be Tatum.
Yeah, it's a bit distracting, I get that, like...
Yeah, just like a little bit, because it's just like, you sound like Tatum, but at the same
It's
time,
like
you're
he
not.
realized that, like, he can unintentionally sound like Tatum, so he tries to force it.
Yeah, a little. Like, A, he's using it to his advantage, but B, he's also kind of like, okay, I really gotta sound like Tatum, let's just try and just push this a little bit more. And, you know, I understand, like, if they couldn't get Tatum because he's writing the show and he played Angelo's now dead father. But, yeah, I'm not faulting him for it. I don't really want to consider it a fault. It's just a bit distracting for me.
It's, like, you can't force the Tatum voice. You must let the Tatum voice come to you.
Yeah, or you could just be Ian Sinclair and just, like, it's easy for Ian. Okay, but, besides that, so, like, Barbaro is just kind of, like, the brains behind the operation. He's super smart, he's tall, he wears glasses. There's your Tatum voice. That's, like, the only reason you should have a Tatum voice. I just had a flashback from last night when I watched episode 11 of All Out. That is a sports anime, mind you, Emma, because you know I don't watch sports anime.
Boy.
But I watched episode 11 because I heard that J. Michael Tatum did an otaku girl scream.
Did he really?
And it was beautiful!
Oh my god!
I was watching that shit on loop!
Oh my god, I need to watch this right the fuck now.
It is just like, fast forward, it's like, go to like, it's like 13 or so minutes into the episode, you'll like know him when you hear him, but he plays like this character, this like total otaku character, blonde kid, ugly blonde kid, and it starts off with him just like fangirling over this magical girl, and then you just like keep watching, just like fast forward a little bit, but 15 minutes in is when he does the otaku girl scream.
This is a beautiful revelation, thank you, Ari.
I was watching that shit on loop. I was like, first Josh Greeley and now you! So back on topic. So now we don't turn this into another Tokyo Ghoul. You give your thoughts.
Oh my god, this character was such a bitch!
This character was a total bitch. She's just like, oh, Corteo, come here, I'm gonna give you a job. Fuck you, Corteo, you did something and I know it. Die, motherfucker. I'm gonna make your best friend kill you. It's like,
fucking really, Barbaro?
You're not as good as I thought you once were,
Yeah, it's
sir.
when he started getting, like, really on edge with Corteo that I was like, this character's a bitch.
This character's a total cunt. Like, at first you were kind of like, okay, I don't trust you, but at the same time, I kind of do want to trust you. And then you get later in the series and it's just like,
yeah,
you, sir,
yeah,
are
like,
a dick.
he was untrustworthy in, like, it seems like there's something shady, but you also seem to know what you're doing, kind of way.
Yeah, because, like, he's the brains behind the operation, therefore, he's the smartest one. Yet, at the same time, just kind of like, you seem alright, you have a Tatum-sounding voice, but at the same time, I don't trust you, sir, and you lost all my trust. One episode, that was all it fucking took.
I think, like, the forced Tatum voice kind of foreshadows this, like, you're trying to be Tatum, and you're not. Something's wrong here.
Look, yeah, this whole little way. But then it's just, but like, at the same time, this character just kind of like, he starts off like, hi, I am this guy, and then like, slowly over time, he's just like catching on to Angelo, and he's just like, I don't trust him. And Angelo being the smart little bastard that he is, he kind of throws him off his trail, which ultimately leads up to just Barbaro being like, fuck you, Corteo, Angelo, kill your best friend slash a metaphoric brother. I'm sorry. And then bang.
Yep.
Fuck episode 10.
Episode 10.
Fuck episode 10! So they can fuck off!
Why do
I absolutely hated this character in episode 10.
Episode 10s always kill me.
What? When was the last time episode 10 killed you? Okay, the episode 10 of Yuri on Ice killed us in a good way.
It did, but it still killed me.
But at the same time, it's just like, hey, don't be my coach, don't act like my coach right now. We're in a new place. You're gonna show me around. And then it's just like, I'm so sorry, Victor. Victor, I love you. Please keep this good luck charm. Oh, hey, I have the same one for you. Congrats on your wedding! No, this isn't a ring. Yeah, we're totally gonna get engaged once he wins gold. And then all at the end of it, at the very end of it, we get the best ending credits ever.
And
I just summed up episode 10 of Yuri on Ice in 6 sentences.
And that whole time, Yurio is finally coming out of the closet.
Yes!
Alright, next week we'll do
Next week. Yeah, next week. Moving on so we can stop. Okay, time to move on to good old drunk Uncle Gonzo. Good old drunk Uncle Gonzo. I don't know. He's like in the beginning, he's just like kind of there, but then like we find out that he's the sender of the letter, and it's just like, I like you.
He's cool.
You know what
he's
you
a cool
want.
guy.
So Gonzo is voiced by Chris. I ain't saying that last name, and he's literally done nothing before. I could not find a single role for this guy. So yeah, Chris. I'm not saying that last name. Chris voices good old drunk Uncle Gonzo.
I love drunk Uncle Gonzo. I want him to be my uncle.
Like, this is a guy that knows what he wants. Like, in the beginning, he's just kind of there in the background, and then in the end, it's just like, you're the sender, and then it's before we find out that he's a sender, like, Nero's just like, you know, my drunk Uncle Gonzo doesn't really like strangers in the family, but he was open to you, and I was like, this is foreshadowing something. And then in the end of like episode, what was it? It was 8 or 9. Episode 9, he's just like, hey, what's up? I'm the sender. And then it's just kind of like, from then on, it's just, I like you. You know what you want.
Because so good.
Because like the line that I remember Chris saying for this character, this was like, I honestly think this was the most perfect, well-delivered line, because this is the one that stands out to me the most. But it was something along the lines of, I like women, booze, the town of Lawless, I want it all for me. And the way he said it, how proud and honest he was, I was like, you're a good guy.
Yeah.
I like you.
He's a good, honest man. I would be more than happy to hang out with him.
You smart, you loyal, here, buy a house, buy your mama a house. The meme is dead. But not only that, but he's also pretty smart, because it's just like, I know what I want. I want all of this, and I'm gonna use you and your bloodlust to get it for me.
I want chicks and booze, so now you're gonna kill all these guys.
And get it for me. And I'm just like, I like you, because you are smart. Yeah. Gonzo is the greatest. I want to be mentored by him. Like, hey, drunk Uncle Gonzo? How do I get assholes to do my dirty work for me? So, yeah.
Uncle Gonzo, can you show me how to use the gun?
Oh my god. Not to mention that, like, Angelo's like, okay, I know where you're coming from, I see where you're coming from, but before I do anything else for you, I want you to get my best friend out of town and clean him up. And I want to touch on that shit, because that shit was some bullshit. I'm not talking about, like, the end of episode 10, but the beginning of episode 10. So it's like, I want you to disguise my friend and get him out of town, and then we see Corteo, and it's just like, bitch, you ain't done shit!
Like, really, Corteo?
All you did was change his hair!
Come on!
All you did was change the hair! I didn't like your hair before, I don't like it now. Did you find the Corteo comments? We're saving the Corteo comments for when we get to Corteo.
Yeah,
so yeah, I really like Chris as drunk Uncle Gonzo, because it's just like that one line. That one line, I was just like, I'm sold. This is good. I like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, drunk Uncle
really
Gonzo.
Good, and a good entry to this guy's career, since we can't find anything else.
I don't know if this is going to be like a starting point or a one-time thing, but Chris, I like to see more of you.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Even if you were only around for like, what, 3, 4 episodes?
Something along the lines of that.
I liked it. I thought it was good. So, ready to move on to one of the best people in this show. Moving on to Bongo, baby. Oh my god, yes.
Who are you and what's wrong with your hair?
Oh my god. A, what's wrong with your hair? B, what's wrong with your clothes? C, what's wrong with your eyes? And D, you're into some kinky shit, you motherfucker. I love how, like, when we first see him, and then, like, Angelo's, like, pressing the knife up to his neck, and he's just like, you don't have the balls to do it. Ah, yeah, babe, slit my throat.
Can we talk about, like, the first, like, 3 or 4 scenes? 2 of them are him on fire after shooting a gun a bunch of times, and the second one is, you know, having BDSM sex with this fucking fat-ass whore.
That was beautiful. Oh man, I want to get into that. But Bongo is voiced by Brandon Potter, who has formerly voiced Nicholas in Gangsta, Charles in Black Butler Book of Circus and Murder, Kenji in School Rumble, Shakes in One Piece, Papa Bless, and Fuji in Death Parade, aka the asshole puppet that was used by Ginty. And okay, here's the thing about Fongo. Going back to Baccano, because I was like trying super hard to restrain from all my Baccano talk for the rest of this, for the previous moments in this episode. But just let me go Baccano here. Fongo is Lud Russo, the less fun, more insane version. This guy is batshit. He has no limits, he has no bounds, he's just like, I want to kill bitches and get whipped while I'm doing it. He's just insane and I love him. He, like I said, he's crazy, and it's very clear who is based on Lud Russo from Baccano, but he's no Lud Russo. He's no, I love you so much, I can't wait to step your neck. Why don't you kill me now? Oh, baby, I'm just waiting for the right moment to kill you. You know, just like normal things a husband says to his wife and stuff. He's more of a, enjoy your okra lasagna! So yeah, I love this character.
He isn't like he's not someone like, that you crush on, and you're like, he's hot, but like, he's got problems. This is like, if you crush on him, you have problems. Like, holy fuck with this guy.
Yeah, and Brandon, okay, here's one thing that I really want to talk about with Brandon. I can see where they got the voice from, because he has this very old gangster movie voice. He plays that one crazy insane guy from the gangster movies, and I like that. I like that a lot, because he's that one crazy guy from gangster movies. And, you know, like I said, going back to Baccano, like I said earlier, when Tyler was making Baccano, in order to prepare, he watched like hours upon hours of old mob movies and shows. And, you know, I see where they got the voice from, and I really like that they took that route with him. I know that some people are going to say, oh, he's too campy and he sounds too much like, you know, one of the villain from the old mob movies. But I personally think it fits, because this guy is insane.
I mean, like, come on, this guy is... Like, they keep saying, oh, you know, he's a villain from the old mob movies. Like, he's a villain in a mob anime.
Yeah, and like, yeah, he's like super campy. Don't get us wrong, he's super campy, but he's supposed to be
like,
campy.
Here's the thing, we have a lot of serious characters in this show, and a lot of like, Avelio almost never fucking smiles, come on, like...
Exactly, he was like, hey, eat the damn pineapple. I bought that shit for you, you're going to eat it. All the while I'm going to pickpocket you and steal your belt and have your pants fall down in front of a group of orphans.
That sounds wrong!
That is just fun!
Drop your pants full of group of orphans. Pedophilia jokes. We're at the highbrow of our entertaining power. Well,
we are assholes. This guy is just like, he's one of the more fun characters in this show because of how crazy he is.
Can be such a breath of fresh air with how crazy and like spontaneous he is, when most of the characters are pretty grounded in reality.
Can I just talk about, I just love it when Brandon goes all sadistic, not like crazy sadistic, but just like, yeah, it would be harder, baby. I love those scenes.
And of course we love them because we are dirty perverts.
Oh my god. Don't look at what I like on Tumblr. The only reason why I have it... Well, two reasons why I have it. Well, one of the reasons why I have my page. And I fucking hate Tumblr, but damn it, if they do not have some good gay porn, I do not know what they don't have. Oh my god, the fan art! You're gonna fan art! Look, shout out to Yuri on Ice, not safe for work.
Shout out to Yuri Voice.
Shout out to Yuri Voice. Shout out to at Yuri Voice. And at hold on, let me just try to get the letters right. YOINSFW on not safe on Tumblr. Oh man, you guys are awesome, and I love you. Oh, also not safe. I never showed you this blog, Emma, but there's this blog called Not Savvy for Work. And okay, you know how thirsty I am for Chubby Yuri? She is the reason why I'm so thirsty for Chubby Yuri. Not Savvy for Work. I'm gonna leave links to all of them. Look, cause fuck it, it's my channel.
But back to Pongo, so we don't have this go on for 3 hours. I have like a half hour.
I said my piece. I already said everything I wanted to say. What about you?
He's a crazy bastard, and I love him.
Yeah, he's campy, he's insane, and he's just like, you don't have the balls to do it, slit my throat. Because I'm getting hard off of this, I have a blood kink. I don't know. Honestly, now that I read Killing Stalking, I'm just kind of like, were you Sangwoo's father or something? Like the past life of Sangwoo? So like, we both know that he's into some shit as well. Okay,
Yeah,
are you ready to move on? Yeah. Alright. We're not gonna cry, are we? We don't need another headphone warning. Okay. I'm just like kind of like scared for you because I really don't want another headphone warning.
I'll be fine.
Okay. We're moving on to Corteo. Do you have the comments? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
you okay?
I have the comments up.
Okay. Corteo is just like, okay, you know how this show is about a murderer in a den of murderers? Everyone in the show is a dick. Except for Corteo.
Corteo's a fucking angel.
Corteo's just like the sweet little cinnamon roll, and then you get to episode 8, and I'm just like, holy shit! My god! Baby! Where did he step?
No.
So, oh dear god. Okay, let's do it. So, I'm laughing. You're over here crying. I'm just, I'm a horrible human being. Okay, cry over a guy who did nothing wrong. Laugh over a guy who did nothing wrong. That's me. So, Corteo is voiced by Hey Brandon. That's how I'm going to introduce him from now on.
What's
Just
up,
be like,
Brandon?
Hey Brandon. You're probably not listening to this, but hi.
Good to see you again.
If you actually are listening to this, hi Brandon. Seriously, I'm gonna do that because like we're reviewing 3 more shows, 2 more shows, both of which that he is in. There we go.
I got a dog friend with me now.
What happened to your mic? I just heard like a bunch of stuff
down. Oh, my dog came up on the couch. My dog.
Your what?
Now I have a dog friend.
Cool. Not like your psycho murderous cat.
No. My stalker cat is not with me right now.
Alright then, no wonder why you're able to do this in peace. So, if you haven't heard of Brandon McInnes, I can finally say your last name now. Fuck yeah! So, if you haven't heard of Brandon McInnes, I can't blame you because he is a fairly new voice actor. He's only been around for like less than a year. It's actually coming up to a year since we heard his voice in Funimation, like with his first listed credit and everything. But whatever. Brandon has previously voiced Goku in Ambaka, Ryuji in Shonen Maid, Patrick in Black Butler Book of Murder, Izoi in Danganronpa. He's unfortunately not in Yuri on Ice.
That would have made this dub review so perfect.
Fuck you, Sonny Straight. I love you, but I also hate you. I only had like one wish. All I wanted was for Brandon to play Minami, because Minami is an adult little shit. He is my adopted son. And then Sunny Straight is like, hey, let's get Trina Nishimura instead. And I'm just like,
it was me to be so perfect.
I'm not crying.
So perfect.
I'm not upset. All I really wanted was for him to play Minami.
Alright, back to our sweet cinnamon roll because we keep working in all the shit we're gonna say on the Yuri on Ice stuff.
Like Trina, like nothing was wrong with Trina as Minami. I just really wanted Brandon to play Minami. God damn it. And God, okay, Siren, I don't know, it's Show by Rock Season 2. So, okay, where do I start with this? Because I have a lot to say. Okay, let me just start off by saying, love it. 10 out of 10. Perfect. Couldn't ask for more. Couldn't ask for anyone else. Because I loved him as this character. It's like, okay, one thing that I really liked is that Corteo is just like the innocent cinnamon roll. He's the most innocent character in this show who does nothing wrong, and he constantly gets dragged into Angelo's shit.
Like, what the fuck, Angelo? Really?
And fuck you. This is the reason why you're the reason why he's dead.
It's all your fault.
And Brandon has the voice. Brandon has the voice to match that. Like Brandon has a very innocent voice. I mean, we met him.
He is a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna lie. When we met him, and we were talking to him, I was like, oh my god, no wonder why you were so perfect as Shonen Maid. Look, Brandon, you're probably listening to this. I'm just gonna say right now, you are fucking adorable.
We love you so much, buddy.
Thanks for signing my Blu-ray. Okay, B. Fuck, what was my B again? So yeah, he had the perfect voice for this character because Cinnamon Roll, plate, and it's a cinnamon roll.
You get the ultimate cinnamon roll.
You get the most cinnamon out of all the cinnamon rolls.
The holy grail of cinnamon rolls.
The holy trinity of cinnamon rolls. He's right there next to Armin.
God!
You know, I was actually, the other night, Josh Greeley was, live streaming, and, cause, like, Josh Greeley is live streaming now, and they're actually really good at entertaining, and somebody was like, oh, what if Armin had an evil laugh, and he read it, he was like, Armin with an evil laugh? He did it.
Oh my god.
He gave Armin an evil laugh.
Now I need to hear this, because if this is anything like when someone said Armin should play Sailor Moon.
Oh my god, it was it was far from it, but at the same time it was beautiful. I need to hear this
right now.
I wish I clipped it, but it was during his live stream. Okay, but back to Corteo. Yeah, Corteo's just like he's just like this innocent little shit who did nothing wrong. And then fucking Angelo comes in and fucks everything up for him.
Yeah, he was doing fine on his own.
Like, yeah, he didn't want to make booze, but he was only doing it because he wanted to go to college.
Yeah, he was just saving up money for college. You know, the booze was good. Like, sure, like, freaking Angelo got him some more business, but it also got him killed. Yeah.
Good job, asshole. He's just like the best friend because he just goes along with this shit. And yeah, sometimes he goes along with the shit, but other times it's just like Angelo lies to his face and he can't do anything about it but shut up. It's like, oh, this is some bullshit. And then like, then like the accent was like really good too. It's like, not to mention that one thing I noticed from Brandon this season is that he has quite a bit of range.
He does.
Because I watched a lot of broadcast dogs from the last season. And if you look at his performance in this show, Nanbaka, Show by Rock 2, and Token Rambu. Oh, he was also in Joker Game, but Joker Game is a terrible show. He and Michael was like the reason I watched Joker Game. I hated that show, but then I was on Twitter like, hey, I'm in Joker Game doing a French accent with J. Michael Tatum, you son of a bitch. You're gonna tell me this? And not that you're in Yuri on Ice? Fuck you, Brandon. Just kidding. He did that before Yuri on Ice episode 5 happened. But if you like look at his performance in all of those shows, different thing across the board, and it was fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's clearly very talented.
He's a very good voice actor. It's just like, okay, you know what? Fuck hashtag give Brandon more roles. Hashtag give Brandon the main role.
Yeah, give Brandon a main role, because
I'm sick of waiting for this
He's gotten more roles already. Now he needs a main role.
He was in like 5 shows this season. He was awesome in all of them. Like, okay, but back to Corteo. Alright, I want to talk about episode 8. Because episode 8, that was Brandon's episode. That was his episode. Because episode 8 is just this giant leave Corteo alone episode, right? And, you know, I honestly called his death because when I first watched this show, I was like, this kid is going to die. And I have no sympathy or remorse. Then I kept watching it, I was like, I like you a little bit better now. And then I watched it in English and I was like, I like you a lot better now. And episode 8 comes along and it's just like the giant leave Brandon alone episode. And I was like, this is it. This is when Brandon dies. And I don't want to see that happen. And just this entire episode, it's just like all of the stress is catching up to him. It's just, he's been traumatized. He's been stressed out. He's been pulled into some shit. He has seen some shit. And this entire episode is just a giant pity party. And he's getting angry at Angelo. He's getting drunk and he's like making deals with Fongo. And it's just... my god. And then, in the end of episode 8, you think that's the moment where Brandon is going to die. Not Brandon. Holy fuck, I just said Brandon. You think that's the moment that Corteo is going to die. But instead, you know what Corteo fucking does? He fucking kills Fongo!
And it's not just kills him, it's violently beats the shit out of him.
Because Fongo was about to rat him out and he was like, I can't die. I can't die here. I've already faced death so many times. I can't die. And he just like, he screams bloody murder and he beats him to death with like a phone or a lamp or I forget what it was.
But dear God.
I was waiting for him to die and all of a sudden he screams bloody murder and then he hits him upside the head. And I'm sitting here watching episode 8 on my fucking TV, my fucking HD TV with the most perfect picture, and my jaw is just dropped. And you see Pongo just fall back, you see the blood, and you hear Corteo screaming and crying, and he's letting out these grunts as he's repeatedly hitting Pongo. And I'm just sitting here watching, my jaw is dropped, and I'm like, holy shit! Holy shit! And then all the noise stops, and it just cuts out to outside the balcony, and you see him keep hitting him, and then the ending theme plays, and that's fucking, oh my god. So yeah, episode 8 was a damn good episode.
Maybe.
With a damn good performance.
Baby, who broke you? Jeez.
That was a damn good episode with a damn good
really
performance.
Good. I would definitely say that this is the height of his performance, because oh my god, because
episode 8 was just this giant mind fuck.
Here's the thing. Up until this point, Corteo has kind of been trying to stay out of it as much as possible. Like, he's just been kind of quiet and off to the side, just making sure he doesn't get killed. And then he gets put right into the middle, there's no one coming to save him, and he either has to kill Fongo or die. And you can hear every bit of anguish inside of, you can hear just all of the pain, like he never wanted to be involved in this. This precious child.
And then we get to episode 10. And this entire episode is just Corteo and Angelo being brothers, where Corteo's ugly ass haircut, his so-called disguise. It was such a shitty haircut. By the way, question. How does nobody think that Corteo is gay for Angelo?
There actually is, in the comments that I'm looking at right now on Corteo's page. Angelo x Corteo forever.
I'm sorry, but like, that is true, but like, out of all the 91 Days Yaoi, this is a show that does not need Yaoi, but it has it. There's been absolutely zero Corteo and Angelo fan art.
Cortangelo.
I'm gonna go on Tumblr, motherfucker. I'm also just
Cortangelo. I love that name.
That's the name?
That's probably not it, but it sounds really good.
That is the greatest name. We just came up with a ship name. I am still trapped in Fujoshi Hell, can you tell? Anyway, back to episode 10. So episode 10 is just them together, being brothers, living as husbando and waifu. I mean brothers. And it's just like, he's just being like the precious little being that he is. And I'm just like, well, at least he's fine. At least he's not dead. But then I remember the fucking opening. In the opening, if you look really closely in the opening, where Corteo turns around, and there's like this close-up on his face. If you look in the reflection of his glasses, there's a man with a gun. And then we finish episode 10, and Angelo goes back home, and he leaves Corteo. And then, fuck you, Barbaro. Oh my god, there is anyone that is Yaoi for them!
Hallelujah!
Holy shit! Oh my god, yes! Tumblr did something right
god,
again!
what tag is it under?
I just like Corteo wants Angelo, just do it. Holy shit, Tumblr did something right! Why am I excited over this? Alright, I'm still trapped in Fujoshi Hell. Fuck!
This is the greatest thing I've heard all day.
There's like this really cute picture of them. It's like, oh, hey, somebody took the whole husbando as waifu thing.
Yes,
you see it? Yes! Okay, but anyway. Holy fuck, we just got sidetracked so bad.
We keep getting sidetracked by Yaoi!
Fuck! By the way, can we just point out that in episode 10, when Angelo comes back and he sees drunk Uncle Gonzo, and he's like, man, you were gone for a while. I was sure you two eloped or something. I'm just sitting here looking at this like, guys, do you hear what he just said? Guys, what? Like, oh, I thought you eloped or something. There was more yaoi with Angelo and Nero than it is
honestly,
for them too.
I'm okay with both, but
yeah, but I like Corteo and Angelo more. So anyway, so getting serious. The end of episode 10, Corteo gets caught. Sentiment, so much sentiment, and then it's just like Angelo's about to shoot his best friend, or Corteo is completely okay with it.
Like, because he knows this was going to happen, and he doesn't want Angelo to get into more trouble just because.
But he's he's sacrificing himself for his brother. And I'm just sitting here watching it, I'm just like, fuck 91 Days, fuck Angelo, fuck you, Brandon, fuck all of this shit.
And then the wave. Fucking...
Oh my, no. Episode 11. Angelo is outside the playhouse, and he looks over, he sees Corteo's fucking ghost. Fuck everything.
Fuck life.
Hey, all of this. So yeah, Brandon was awesome in this role. He's one of my favorites in this role. He isn't my best. Unfortunately, he got beat out by someone else. But yeah, I loved it. Couldn't ask for anything more. Couldn't ask for anything less. He was perfect.
Fucking fastic. I love it.
I loved it. All right, we have two more.
Let's get this over. Yeah, we have like 15 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So Nero, voiced by Ian Moore. Ian, who formerly voiced Wired and Ninja Slayer, and then he has 2 roles in Fairy Tail. That's it. So you want to start it off?
All right. So, holy shit, Nero. We have a lot to unpack with this guy.
This motherfucker right here.
I was so scared for him the entire fucking series because I didn't know where the show was going to take this, but it was either going to be, Angelo dies or Nero dies. And I did not want Nero to die.
Yeah, but like this show had like kind of an interesting twist in the early episodes because it's just like we had the bloodthirsty guy and the mobster, and they become friends.
Go on a gay road trip.
Holy shit! And they kill a big bacon, as Chad from Screw Attack likes to put it. I listen to Double Talk. By the way, they also thought that they were totally gay for each other. Yeah, and then you continue.
But, I was so scared because I didn't know where this show was going to take it, because I knew no matter what happened, this was not going to end in a friendly truce with both of them getting out of this alive. And it just made me love Nero a little more, because here's the thing, I'd be okay and satisfied with the ending if Angelo died, and he did. But I would have freaking curled up in a ball of sadness if Nero had died at the end.
Well,
because I love this character so much. He's so much fun.
He's also very complex because we first see him, he's kind of cocky, but then he's clearly full of regret, and he wants his father to respect him, and he's a very complex character, and that's what makes him a good character. And Ian does give this character the voice that he deserves, because he's a good character, he really is, and I enjoyed him. I enjoyed the shit out of him, especially when he extends his hand to Angelo and he's like, you want to become a part of the family? Yeah, and Ian, like I said, Ian gives his character the voice that he deserves. He gives him the performance that this character deserves. I believe every single word. I was hanging on to a lot of those lines. Like when they were drinking and he opened up about, oh yeah, I was there that night, I almost shot this kid, but instead I spared him.
Yeah, like he couldn't bring himself to shoot the kid.
Yeah, he was like, I was aiming at him, but then I just pulled. And my dad has been pissed at me ever since because I couldn't shoot him. Especially in like the final episode where Angelo goes, well, you should have killed him when you had the chance. And it just clicks for him. And he goes, holy shit, you're the kid. God damn.
Did you grow up hot?
We're moving on. Fuck
I'm
you.
Sorry, I had
to. Okay, going back. So, yeah. It
was a good performance for a great character. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, especially all the Italian moments. Because it's like everybody here, they have an Italian accent, but he has a few Italian moments, and I was like, I believe that. That's a thing. I'm sold. So, yeah. Very good. I enjoyed it.
Fantastic.
I thought it was great. Okay, final character. Evangelo Bruno. I don't give a damn anymore. Fuck my life!
Again, combining the goddamn names.
He has 2 names! Can you blame me? Even Chad was having a hard time with it. Screw it! Angelo, voiced by Austin Tyndall, who voiced Karma in Assassination Classroom, Joseph and Maria the Virgin Witch, Marco in Attack on Titan, Kaneki in Tokyo Ghoul, Ayamu in Instance of Zombie, and yeah. Oh, he's also the knife kid in origami. So So, Brandon, I'm sorry. I loved you. But Austin Tyndall is happiness incarnate in this show. Oh man, where do I start? Okay, there's a lot of reasons why I love Austin in this performance. And I'm going to try and sum them up the best that I can. I love the monotone. I love how deadpan he is. I love how he's able to convey emotion even with the monotone. I love the accent. I love the acting, especially in some of his more angry moments, like in episode 12, and his more sentimental ones, like in episode 10 and 12, later in episode 12. I love how he can be a snarky jackoff. I love how he can be a total jackass. I love how he portrays this character, because this character is very bloodthirsty, but at the same time, he's charismatic. He's smart. He's cunning. He knows what he's doing. And oh my god, Austin Tyndall. Oh my god, Austin Tyndall. So yeah, I fucking love this.
Yeah, like, this character, oh my god. He is just a big bundle of shit.
He is such an asshole. Like, you're the reason why Corteo's dead.
This is the reason why your boyfriend's dead.
Like in episode 12, when Corrado is just yelling at him, and Angelo's looking down, and you don't see his face. That's not him not giving a damn. That's him taking it and saying, yeah, you're right. I am the reason he's dead. And Corrado's just like, this is all your fault. He's just a kid. He just wanted to go to school. He's never been with a woman. Ha! Oh shit,
Poor
I'm
child died
it.
a virgin.
God damn it, I'm shipping it.
I am too.
I didn't want to.
And that makes...
I love Fujoshi Hell, but somebody please get me out of here.
Oh my god, hold on a second, because I must officially make this number 18 in my shipping folder.
You have a
No wait, it's number
folder?
20! I keep forgetting that I have like 17 Gravity Falls ships. I have too many. I have a shipping folder, and right now it has 19 subfolders, and I'm about to make 20.
I respect you. We are dirty Fujos, can
Hold
you
on,
tell?
I actually want to know the number because this is killing me. It's 6 Gravity Falls pairings.
That's not as bad as all of my Attack on Titan ones. Everyone in Attack on Titan is in some form of gay ship except for Connie and Sasha and Petra and Olo. And Hanji is just kind of there on her own.
Alright, but moving on.
Yeah, and Austin Tyndall as Angelo is... I could not pick anyone better to play Angelo. Like, I was super hyped for a Bakano reunion, and you know, I was stupid back then, I'll admit. And when I read a dub cast, and as soon as I saw his name next to this character, I was ecstatic. I just knew that he was going to pull this off, especially with Tyler at the helm, and they worked together before on Is This a Zombie, and he was awesome in Is This a Zombie. That was my introduction to him. And just here, it's just... This just makes me happy. I love it. So, yeah, he's perfect. I could have picked anyone better.
The voice is such a perfect mix, because most of the time, he's so, like, deadpan and monotone, but he still carries a lot of emotion through that performance. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah. It's happiness. This is, I have been kissed by sunshine and angels and God. I love it so much. So you're ready to move on?
I think we're good.
Alright, worst voice. Can we skip it? Because I'm pretty sure we do not have one. Alright, hell yeah, best
Everyone
voice.
is best voice.
Austin Tyndall is best voice. Brenner being Brandon as Corteo. You know what, fuck it, both of them are best voices. I'm just gonna put them side by side.
They're both the gay best voice.
Oh my god. So yeah, my best voices, fuck it, I'm tying it. Austin and Brandon, those are mine. They were perfect. So not to mention how well they work together. Like, yeah, we don't see Corteo and Angelo that much, but episode 10 just kind of really sold me on their relationship. Like, we already knew that they had a deep connection, but then we see them together in episode 10, and I was like, this is so good!
Like, we already knew they had a connection, but this is the first time we get to see them just casually interact.
You know, I was too busy gushing over the roles I forgot to talk about episode 10. Yeah, episode 10 just like really sold me on them and on these performances and how well Austin and Brandon are together as like the brothers, these quote unquote brothers. They're not related, so it's completely
fine.
okay.
It's okay to be gay.
Look at me! So yeah, I just love them both. They fit their characters. They gave both of their characters amazing voices. They gave damn good performances. Damn it, these performances are amazing.
They both worked well when they were just as the regular characters. They worked well when they had to go out of character in the stressful situations that they were put in, and they worked fantastically together. So just
fuck you, episode 8 and 10.
I'm calling it. Episode 10 is always going to be the gay episode.
Episode 10 is the gay episode. Episode 8 stuff feels what the fuck just happened. 91 Days explain what the fuck episode. So yeah, Austin and Brandon.
Good job.
Loved it, guys. Holy shit, awesome. Probably not. You're probably not ever gonna listen to this, but hey, we loved it. Okay, so final thoughts on the dub.
This was just such a good dub, and like, it's already a decent dub, even if like the voices had been like so-so, because you know it's not a Japanese setting, so English voices already just fit. But they went so above and beyond with this dub. It was so good.
Yes, like, okay, like we said, this is the most non-anime anime to come out, and honestly, this show needs to be watched in dub, because the dub just gives it so much more character and more believability that you need to watch it in dub. It's just not the same without it. And, okay, one more thing last time I'm talking about Baccano, last time. But, I can feel it. I can feel that these guys are trying to recapture the magic of a Baccano dub. Because Baccano's dub is something that comes once every blue moon. Baccano's dub was amazing. It was phenomenal. It was perfect. And we won't always have a Baccano dub. We won't always have a Panty and Stocking dub. But the reason why I like this dub so much is because I can tell that they tried their damnedest to bring this show to life in English. Even if they were trying a little bit to get the magic from the Baccano dub. And you know, like the people that made this show themselves, their hearts were clearly in the right places when it came to producing this show, and it paid off greatly. Like, even the voices that we didn't talk about, they were all amazing. I loved Morgan Berry as little Angelo. Caitlin Glass as the mom was like my favorite in that entire family, and there was so many more voices that we didn't get to do, but all of them were awesome. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Watch this show in dub, especially, like, just watch the show in general because it's a really good show. I recommend it to a lot of people. I'll recommend it to people who want a good action. I recommend it to people who just want a breather from all of the so anime is anime. I recommend it to first timers and all of that jazz, but I highly, highly recommend that you watch it in dub because it needs to be watched in dub. So yeah. I fucking loved it.
I said it better myself.
Yeah. So, be grateful that this is the last time you're gonna hear me talk about this show on Twitter. Because every single fucking Sunday on my Twitter, I was like, hey guys, guess what? It's 9 o'clock, motherfuckers! That was me every Sunday. And then, like, there was, like, that 1 week where it got delayed, and I was like, guys, where's 91 Days stuff? Guys, it's Sunday. It's 9:30. Guys, it's 10 o'clock. Guys! I was kind of freaking out that Sunday, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, I need my 91 Days dub. Give me my 91 Days dub. So, yeah. I love this dub. This dub was one of my favorites, and everyone should watch it. I don't care if you're like a sub purist, just watch the fucking dub.
I always say this, if the show isn't based in Japan, you have to at least try the dub.
Yeah, please. Black Butler is a thing that exists, but Baccano is a thing that exists. So, you ready to move on? Okay, so if you would like to watch 91 Days, well, it's not that hard, as you can watch it in Japanese on Crunchyroll, even though I do not know why you should. I'm looking at you. And you can watch it in English on Funimation, but you will need a premium Funimation account in order to watch the entire dub. This show currently does not have a Blu-ray release, but it is not out of the question, and I cannot wait to track all of you motherfuckers down so that you can sign it. I'm kidding. That sounded like I sounded insane right
Oh,
there.
you
didn't
are, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. For yaoi. I eat the yaois. I love the
consume
yaois.
the yaois.
I am the gay ass cupcake. I am that gay Fujo cupcake, and I am damn proud of it.
Same.
Oh my god. So you don't have anything to whore out, so I guess I should whore myself out, huh?
Whore yourself out, please.
Yeah, because like you're the little pure maiden, and I'm the one over here with all of these fucking links and shit. So if you would like to see more dub reviews like these from me and Emma, well, we have a few more on this channel, such as ones for Tokyo Ghoul, 91 Days. Fuck, I was about to say 91 Days. I meant to say Death Parade, Black Butler Book of Circus and Murder, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. We have a few more dub reviews coming up for you, with the next one being Yuri on Ice. And I am excited for that one because you're gonna finally figure out who
I still
plays
haven't
Chris.
looked it up. I'm keeping it a secret.
Good. Good. Oh man, I cannot wait
God,
to tell
I'm so
you.
excited.
Okay, so the next sub review is going to be Yuri on Ice, and then after that it will be Keijo with not Emma. Oh my god.
You guys are gonna miss me, aren't you?
Emma's not gonna be here to review Keijo with me. I'm gonna be doing it with two strangers. Actually, they're not strangers. They're friends of mine, so it's fine. But you will be back because we are doing Show by Rock together. Yeah, okay, after Keijo, it's going to be Show by Rock Seasons 1 and 2, and then afterwards it will be Nanbaka, once again, not with Emma, but with the Nanbaka dub, it is going to take longer to come out because Season 2 aired right after Season 1, so it's better if we just wait for Season 2 to finish and, you know, just like do both seasons all at once. So, yeah. If you would like to hear more from me, myself personally, then you can subscribe to this channel for more anime content. I also have a second channel, which only has one video, because I made other videos, but YouTube wanted to be a cunt, so all the videos got corrupted.
I
haven't uploaded anything on that channel in a month. I swear to God, it is still alive. All of my videos just got destroyed. So yeah, I have a second channel. You can find it in the description below. You can also follow me on Twitter at CallMeRENS. Check out my anime list. Check out my currently dead Twitch channel, which I am planning to revive later this year, possibly when I go to college. I also have a public Tumblr now.
Join the dark side.
That I did not use for all of my porn.
Join the dark side, Ari.
The Tumblr page is basically a side reviewing blog. I already have a few things up on there, an article on Miraculous Ladybug, and also my top 10 list for my top 10 favorite English dubs in 2016. That was originally supposed to be a video, but then I just kind of said fuck it, and I wrote it out, and now it's a blog on my Tumblr account. So if you would like to hear my thoughts on some of my favorite English dubs, you can check out my Tumblr. I will be posting on there pretty often. There's going to be a bunch of nerd stuff, more anime reviews, some other anime stuff, but also talking about Western animation and animation in general, along with nerdy goodies. It's just a giant nerd fest for me that also kind of build up my portfolio as a writer so I can hopefully go freelance one day. So yeah, if you want to see more from me, there's the Tumblr. More reviews and stuff coming your way. It just opened up, like, as of the time of this recording, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. So there's like only 2 things up there right now. So yeah, there you go. Spoiler alert! I gave Shimonetta an honorable mention. I'm sorry, I love you, Jamie, but there was more dubs that I loved over Shimonetta.
There was a lot of good dubs this year, let's be honest.
Oh man, don't get me started on the fall dubs. Holy shit, this was such an awesome season for broadcast dubs. Like, Izetta was a letdown, but there was a lot more that was great.
Yep.
So, yeah, all my links and stuff in the description. Thank you guys so much for listening. This was a shorter episode, but you know what? It's gonna be easier to edit. Thank you, and also thank you for listening up to this point if you did.
Yeah, this was a bad one for us, I'll admit it.
I don't really think this was I don't think this was our worst. I think this is gonna turn out pretty good. It's just, we got sidetracked. And we had to rush a little bit because we don't have a lot of time to do it. But, oh boy, sorry. It's just, we delayed this enough. We had to get it out. Sorry about that. Swear to God, the next one's gonna be good. Okay, hopefully we gave this dub the review that it deserves. If not, then Dub Talk is a thing. Go listen to Dub Talk. They haven't put their video up yet, but I'll link their channel or something if you hated this review.
If this one was a little lackluster, don't worry. The next one's gonna be a lot of fun.
We are sorry, we do not have the time. We had to get this recorded because, god damn it, if I spent another week not talking about this dub, I swear to god I was going to fucking punch something. I already broke my fucking mirror. I don't need to break something else. I broke my mirror.
Ari.
It isn't like a small little compact mirror. It is a mirror that is hanging on my wall. I don't.
Yeah.
Moving on. Oh wait, we had nothing to move on to. We just gotta say goodbye.
We got people watching.
Or slash
whatever.
listening or whatever. I don't know. Come to see Emma freak out when she finds out who plays Chris and Yuri on Ice. Stay tuned.
Oh my god,
America.
no. We're gonna.
I do not have an outro
No,
for
we're
this
gonna get
channel.
sued.
No, come on, Megan, please, Megan, please.
Megan.
Thanks, Megan. Megan, I thought that was your lesbian BFF
Megan,
now.
please.
I know that I spoiled what happened to Corteo to you on Twitter, and I am sorry about that, but Lilac started it. Brandon just joined in.
That was my
Are you
dog.
okay? Yeah, I was gonna say, I heard growling. I was like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
Goodbye?
just see ya, I guess?
Bye! I
don't know, I need a nap.
Your dog needs... Okay.
No, she's fine. It's not like a aggressive shit.
I know, I was just like, what was
shut
that?
your ass, please.
May all the Yowie be with you. Goodbye, everyone. Happy Tumblr porn browsing.
Bye.
I don't know. Bye.
Holy shit. We did it.